and gentlemen.
Hey everybody, Kirby back again. This time on Conan, I am in the savannah. Give you an idea where we're at, where we started. Started down here in the starter camp. You spawn right here. The starter camp is here. I came up here to my ivory tower. This was my base that got destroyed. Don't know how. It was just blinked out of existence. Someone Thanos snapped my base. I'm not happy about it. My jungle camp, we did. It's over here. But if we come straight up from my ivory tower, this is the savannah right in here. And here's the base. On the verge of the highlands, going up into the mountains, up into the volcano in the Arctic. So this is very close to being endgame. Coming up into the highlands, things get kind of weird. Wolves are awful. If you made it this far, you've got hyenas down and through here. When you come up into here, you've got tigers. Really nasty tigers and a lion. Some pretty nasty elephant. Crazy animals through here. But you get up here, you get bears, and you get wolves. And you know what? Screw them. They're awful. Anyway, I thought so. This giant elephant is going to start some crap. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. What are you doing, buddy? Alright. See ya. Well, there's one of the tigers right there. This guy is a nasty little boss. There are bosses that are out in the world. They're called world bosses. He'll have a couple little skulls over his head. Every once in a while you'll see a nasty, like, I don't know if this guy, I don't think this is him. No, he doesn't have any skulls. I don't think this guy has any. Yes, there he is. See the 3 skulls under his life bar? He's a world boss. You don't want to mess with him unless you are extremely prepared. Right now, we could probably jump in because he's getting teamed up on by everybody. But forget that guy. I'm not even dealing with him. This tiger up here, he's a real nasty one. He's a nasty piece of work, that one. So we will avoid him as well. Hope this guy's not chasing us. Nope, we're good. Okay. Now, when we're up here, there's a little river that crosses here. All the waterfalls come down off of the highlands. Off these giant characters here. Really cool place. Now, I found underneath here. Yeah, I hear you. Leave me alone. We'll come around this way to one of the side entrances. Ouch. Get off me there, dude. Get out of my way. Now, these are all my hyenas. They'd only attack these guys if they got up here, which they won't. But I could take this down. He would come in, and these hyenas would all jump on him. They would probably all lose, because that guy is no joke. That one they'd take easily. This one would kill them all. It would be a massacre. Anyway, you come up this way, you put one little piece of fence down, and now no one can come get you over there. And you've got this whole way, and it may not seem like a big drop right here, But they can't get up here, which makes things so nice. If you're out there fighting and if you're getting your butt beat by that guy, to just be able to cross over and climb up here and be safe. You can rest, you can recover, recuperate. Now look at the amount of space you have in here. We've got our, and for some reason, if you can see, the terrain must have switched or something, because these used to all sit right on the ground. So they must have done an update and the terrain must have been moved. So I'm going to have to come back in and change all these, put them back down on the ground. On this side is our 3 beds. So we can come up here, have a spawn point. Yep. And this got sucked up by some of the wall here. So this got changed as well. But you can see the amount of space that you can build in here. For a small encampment, it'll give you enough to do absolutely everything. And if you notice in the top left-hand side, I've got full shelter when I'm in here. Which means if there's a dust storm outside, we're safe in this location. There are also gods that can be summoned. Haven't really talked about before, but this is a good reason to talk about them. Any base that you can build that's inside of a cave or underground is very well protected from the gods. Not only from other players, but the gods themselves. When someone sends a god in to attack your base, if you're out in the open, it will just come through and just demolish it. There will be nothing left. And then the attacking army will come in and just pick up all your stuff and walk away. If you're underground like this, a god really can't touch you, which makes things so nice. The armies, however, if we were playing PvP, another person could just swim across, climb up, come in here and take whatever he wanted. So not great for PvP in here. However, one of my other bases here, as well as the one I talked about in one of my other videos called the Crevice, great for PvP because it's virtually untouchable. So if you noticed, on the other side we've got one little wall, one small piece of fencing, and this side you don't need any fencing. And you're completely safe from all the animals or any attackers. Makes things so nice. Again, let me see here. Where we are is right here. The cave camp. The boundary spillway is the place on your map that you will notice. There's a boss over here. Right in here, there's a big crocodile boss. There's a bear up here that will whoop you. A bunch of bear cubs though. So if you want bears to help fight, bear cubs can be found right up in here. Great place for it. All through Swagger Rock. That's where, the lion hangs out. Right there, you can kind of see right in front of me how it kind of jumps up like that. There's usually a big male African lion that chills right up on top of that point. Just lays there until you get too close. Then it's game on. But this is great. You'll notice most of my bases have water around them somewhere. Got a shellfish trap here. I've got fish traps on the other side. But right in here you can just drink and cool down. When you're out in the savannah where it's desert and real hot, cooling down is huge. Places that aren't right on the water, like my desert camp, my ivory tower, I've got a giant well, which does the same thing as this. Except this one here, you can just jump in and cool down. Fill up your flasks, everything you want right out of the water. Alright, this is, again, my base, my cave camp. And hopefully this gives you an idea of yet another place you can build. If you're still kind of new to the game and you don't have a ton of resources, a ton of materials, something like this wouldn't be bad for a PvE, player versus environment type scenario, because you can come in here, set up a base, no one will come in and bother your stuff, and you can just start harvesting. It's a very good localized area. You can see here, I mean, you're pretty dead center to wherever you need. The volcano straight up north, you've got the city over to the left, the jungle to the right, the beginners area all down here. This is an interesting place, the unnamed city, full of skeletons, full of just death and destruction. This is bad. Stay out of here unless you're very well prepared. This place here, Shattered Springs, unless you have a gas mask or a sand mask, don't go in there because the sulfur fumes will kill you. This place here, my desert camp, that'll be the next one we go to. So hit like, hit subscribe, hit that little bell. If you like Conan, if you like just building games in general, because I have a lot of them. They're my favorite. Hopefully I will see you all soon, and thank you for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen.